So today I want to tell you about well, I think it's a great strategy to buy Bitcoin and to use your Bitcoin to be able to still use your finances with Bitcoin. So to explain it a little bit more, say you put $500 into Bitcoin. That asset may be going up. Say the price of Bitcoin is $80,000. When it goes to 97,000, that 500 may be going to 550, $600. So now you have some profit. But you still can't use your Bitcoin because if you sell your Bitcoin, then you kind of defeat the purpose of having Bitcoin. So now you have dollars again. So now you're in the normal financial system, and you can pretty much your money's gonna lose value over time. So the other option that you have is to sell your Bitcoin. So you can sell your Bitcoin, but then when you do that, you also lose the um, you have to pay capital gains tax. So you're gonna have to put some money aside to pay for the tax that the government is gonna charge you for the profit that you made on your Bitcoin. So it doesn't matter if you made $1, $2, $3, $100, $1,000. You're gonna have to pay capital gains tax, which is usually about 30 or more percent. So you're gonna have to put that money away to be able to even uh, have the benefit of the money going up with the Bitcoin. So what I found, and you have to do this in a very strategic way, but if you do it the right way, then you never have to sell your Bitcoin, and you get to use the money that's in the Bitcoin that you already invested immediately. So my idea, or what I found, is that you can borrow against your Bitcoin. And what do I mean by this? So say you buy a house for $100,000, and the worth of the house goes up to $200,000 or something. You can get a loan from the bank called a HELOC. It's called a home equity line of credit, and it has a certain percentage of an interest rate. So depending on how long it takes you to pay it back, you're gonna have to pay a certain amount of interest. But this home equity line of credit means you don't have to sell your house, but the fact that you have all this money in your house, you can take a loan out on the house. So say the house is worth $200,000. Say you take out 50%, that's $100,000. Or say you take out 10%, that's 10,000. So you can take out that $10,000 loan and use it to pay, off your car, to pay off credit cards or other things. And then all you do is you just take your paycheck from your job and you pay down that loan. So same thing with Bitcoin. Say I put 10K into Bitcoin and I'm able to take out 50%. That's $5,000. So all I need to do to be successful is, well, first of all, there is a liquidation rate. So basically, you have $10,000, you take out 5,000. If Bitcoin, your amount that you hold, the 10,000, if the value drops down to 8,000, the closer it gets down to the amount of money that you took out, like 5,000, the closer you get to that, most companies that you do the loan with, they're gonna sell your Bitcoin to recoup their money that they're letting you borrow. So the three things that you have to do, or a few things that you have to do in order for this to be successful, is you don't want to borrow too much that you don't know if Bitcoin's price is going to drop, 30%. So you want to keep it. So if I were to have $10,000 in Bitcoin and I can take out 50%, I would probably only take out 30%. So I wouldn't take out that full 5,000. I would take out like 3,000. And then all I would do is use my paycheck that I get each week at work to pay off that loan. So that way I can keep on putting all my money pretty much into Bitcoin so I can buy the full amount of Bitcoin with my check. Instead of, the alternative is me putting away, like, let's say $250 or $500 a week and put it towards Bitcoin. And then the rest of that I use to pay my credit card or my groceries or my gas, food, whatever it may be. But the downside with that is that now I have to split up my payments. And once I pay that credit card or once I buy that groceries or that gas, that money's gone forever. But if I put that money into Bitcoin, I pretty much turn my dollars into Bitcoin. Then when I take the loan out, then all I'm doing is putting my Bitcoin up as collateral, and then I'll take the 50% or however much percentage and use that to pay for my bills and my groceries and things. Now, like I said, this only works if you have a strategic plan. You have to not take too much money out so that if Bitcoin goes down, they don't sell your things. Two, you have to have a steady flow of income so that way you can pay that loan down on time. And three, you just want to do it with a trusted, reputable type of exchange or company. Like I use Coinbase, and they have this program or crypto. I don't know what it is, but it's called Morpho, and basically that's who they use to do the exchange. So you just want to be careful with that because there are some companies who you might do a Bitcoin loan with, and you send them your Bitcoin, and then they could just take your Bitcoin. They could just rug pull you, basically, is what it's called. They can just turn off the website, take all your Bitcoin, and skedaddle. A lot of people have gotten burnt with like that, but nowadays there are more reputable places and places that won't burn you. They have too much to lose, I feel like, to even try to play with your money like that or to burn a whole bunch of people like that. They would just get shut down. That's why I say Coinbase, because Coinbase is like one of the most popular uh, entities in America, at least. I don't know where you live at. There may be another one that's better for you in the UK or Australia or Africa or somewhere else, but at least in the United States, Coinbase seems to be the best option for me right now. I might find a better option later in the future, but for right now, Coinbase is pretty good. So, yeah, you guys, this is like the best way to keep your Bitcoin, keep your stack going up, and then just pay off the loan. That way, you get to keep your Bitcoin, keep all your money, all your savings, but then you can take money out and use that to pay for whatever you need to use. Now, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, so what's the point of me buying the Bitcoin when I'm just gonna take a loan out and then I have to pay out the loan? Am I not just spending the same amount of money than I would be normally? Well, if this was dollars, possibly, but it's not. It's Bitcoin because I know that Bitcoin has the possibility to keep going up virtually forever.